No, they're going for the final gambit into the Farigarath. But as I said, we will live no matter what he does there with the final gambit, which means we get a nice, powerful close combat from Hariyama going. Hello everyone, and welcome back to the Battle Stadium with me, Matt and Electric, and today we are using this rain team built by Aaron Brock, who came in the top 4 of the San Diego Regionals. This team, of course, features Drednaw. That is the main thing that sticks out, but it's also got the Trick Room element as well, so, you know, if you want to go fast range, you want to go slow in the Trick Room, or I suppose you want to go fast in the Trick Room when you set it up. So yeah, really cool. I don't want to wait too long. There's not too many other clever details going on here. But what I do want to let you know is next week's uploads are going to be a little bit weird. I know this week's been weird because I just came back from Liverpool last weekend, but next week's episodes are a little bit strange because of Series 1 coming out. I'm going to try going back to Monday, Wednesday, Friday uploads the week after. So next week you're going to get a video Tuesday, you're going to get a video Thursday, and then either Friday or Saturday whenever I can get it recorded. So I'm going to be recording some Series 2 games on Wednesday. So yeah, so I just want to let you know, every weekend we are doing a tournament stream over on twitch.tv. So if you want to be notified for that, click the link in the description to my Twitch, give it a follow, and you can come and watch me playing some tournaments. Yeah, it's super fun, and you can see what it's like, see what I'm like playing a best of 3. I much prefer it to best of 1. I don't really like best of 1 too much, but best of 3's really good fun. So yeah, make sure you come and say hello, and let's just jump straight into these games. Right guys, into game 1, and with his Trick Room with Hatterene. This looks very similar to the team that just came top 4 at Liverpool with the Hatterene. Yeah, so this looks very similar. Obviously we're using Trick Room as well, which makes things quite awkward, but we do have, I think, an advantage because we've got rain, whereas they've got sun. I quite like the idea of leading King Gambit. Although leading into, I was thinking there was if the final Gambit's King Gambit, I was like, no wait, he probably just looks close combat, to be fair. Okay, so let me think. Okay, so I've decided to go with the Hariyama and Farigarath lead, and my reasoning for that is basically they've got the most HP. That's literally the only reason. So if they decide to lead with Annihilate, then I'm not going to have a Pokemon Feint. I mean, if they go Annihilate plus like a spread move, like a Dazzling Gleam, then I might have something Feint. But we'll see. I've got Pelipper in the back to help me against Torkoal, and then we'll just go from there. It's going to be Indeedee Annihilate. Now obviously we can't just go for Fake Out. He may also anticipate Wide Guard, thinking I might Dazzling Gleam, but I would assume this is just going to be a Final Gambit. Like I said, both of my Pokemon should live the Final Gambit. So, what I think I'm going to do is go for the Close Combat into Indeedee and Helping Hand. And we're just going to go for some big damage. So here we go. We're expecting a Final Gambit or a U-turn. He actually just clicks Follow Me. Interesting. That means it's going to be a U-turn. No, they're going for the final Gambit into the Farigarath. But as I said, we will live no matter what he does there with the final Gambit, which means we get a nice, powerful close combat from Hariyama going straight into the Indeedee. That's some huge damage right there. That is some massive damage, which is what we like to see. We do have a special defense drop though, which is a little bit iffy. If Torkoal wants to come down, obviously we'll still have the speed advantage. It's going to be the Armarouge. Now Armarouge does get expanding force, doesn't it? So I could make the switch out into King Gambit. I actually might go for a double switch here, honestly. Like, if I bring in King Gambit into that slot, which would likely be a Psychic type attack, and then Farigarath just switches out. Farigarath could be nice later on, just for like a Helping Hand boost. But this seems pretty safe. Right, like if they Trick Room, then I've still likely got a speed advantage with King Gambit. I will just double check the EVs on King Gambit, but I think that's the case. I mean, we're adamant with 36 speed, so yeah, we probably, I would like to think that would still outspeed Armarouge, but I'm not 100% sure. But this seems fairly safe as just a method of repositioning. Obviously, we can't sucker punch the Armor Rouge, but we can also scout to see what attacks this Armor Rouge has. We don't know if it's got Armor Cannon, we don't know if it's got Heat Wave, it might be Psychic, might be Expanding Force. So we don't know how effective Wide Guard's going to be. Obviously, the Rain is going to decrease the power of the fire type attack. Right, it's going to be the Dazzling Gleam there, which is going to do very little damage. And the Armor Rouge goes for the Trick Room. So yeah, pretty happy with this play overall. King Gambit can actually just click Katao Cleave into a DD, and I don't think there's anything wrong with that. I actually might need to double out here. I wonder if the play here is to sacrifice Frogora. I think it might be. The reason I need to switch out Pelipper here is because if they switch in Torkoal now... oh, actually, this is dangerous, because they could just switch in Torkoal. And then go for the fire type attack into King Gambit. Probably didn't think that played through properly, but it's fine. It's okay. So they're going to knock out Frogora with a Psychic then, which is absolutely fine. I can get Hariyama in. And we can get a really, really nice Kowtow Cleave into the DD. I thought they might terrestrialize that turn, to be honest, which is why I didn't go for Kowtow Cleave into Armor Rouge. Although they went for Falling King, so it didn't really matter. And we'll bring in the Hariyama. As I said, we don't know what their last Pokemon is. If it's Torkoal, then I can just bring the Pelipper back in. It is going to be Torkoal. My opponent has lost 2 Pokemon, so they cannot switch their Torkoal back out. It's a great opportunity for me here. And a Psychic into the Hariyama makes a lot of sense. Just switch out. Actually, no, I'll switch out Hariyama. Do I go Katao Cleave? I think we'll go Katao Cleave into Torkoal. Get some damage up into it. Because at least, like, if I get any real damage onto the Torkoal, then its eruptions just do nothing. Like, I mean, it won't do that much in the rain, but you know, things are still going to be super effective. Earth Power, I mean, still could do a considerable amount of damage, but Torkoal's special attack isn't that high. Maybe it's a little bit of a misconception. It just gets massive buffs from the sun, and obviously Eruption being 150 base power. So we'll switch out the Hariyama, expecting maybe a Psychic plus Heat Wave or Psychic plus Eruption. We could also see a Terrestrialization or Protect. It's going to be the Flamethrower actually going into King Gambit, but with the Assault Vest and the Rain, that does basically nothing. And Pelipper does not take the Psychic well at all. In fact, it just doesn't take it at all. It goes down in one hit. That'll be the Psychic Terrain Boost, but that's fine. Katao Cleave actually does practically nothing to the Torkoal. I thought it might do a little bit more, but high defense, so that is what it is. But we can bring in Hariyama. And I think this is the turn we go for the Katao Cleave into Armor Rouge. Expecting the Psychic, I will Terrestrialize and I'll go for Close Combat with Torkoal to make sure we get rid of it. No more Torkoal shenanigans. We don't know what Pokemon on my opponent's team has Protect. Like, we don't know if the Torkoal might Protect. We don't know if the Armor Rouge might Terrestrialize. So these are still options that my opponent has. So we need to kind of play fairly, like, not go too bold. The Earth Power comes out in King Gambit. King Gambit takes it because it is a bulky monster. Guts boosted Close Combat is enough to take out the Torkoal. And I would imagine this is probably game over, right? Like, King Gambit will outspeed the Armor Rouge. King Gambit will not outspeed the Armor Rouge. Armor Rouge will go for the Psychic, but it's resisted into the Steel type. That still does huge damage after the Special Defense drop. And the Psychic Terrain being up. The Armor Rouge is still on the field though, so there is a chance that my opponent maybe can still pull this back. Oh, but the Psychic Terrain goes down, so now I'm pretty Sucker Punch and Bullet Punch. You know, this is definitely game. This is definitely game over now. And here we go. Hariyama to finish the game. And overall, that game went really well. What I found with this team in practice is that you can be in losing positions, and the team is very good at being able to come back to losing positions, right? Like, it allows you to make mistakes, and then, you know, pull things back. Because of the differing speed tiers, the priority, yeah, you've just got a lot of different options. You've got so much bulk as well. There's just so many options. And I really, really like that about this team. Anyway, let's jump into game 2. Okay, so we're against Dondozo Tatsugiri with the Sand Core as well, and there is a Dragonite and Sylveon chilling there as well. I think, how did I beat Dondozo Tatsugiri? You know what? I don't know. You know, it's a really fast team though, so I like the idea of going with the Trick Room the Trick Room lead. I don't really want to go Rain if I can help it, because I don't want to buff up the Dondozo any further. We do need things to take on the Dragonite, but it's really difficult to deal with Dragonite because you just don't know what moves it's running. Like, I could bring my my King Gambit, but it might be running low kick, so... Do you have Ice Spin? I don't think you do you? Maybe I need to bring it. Part of me just wants to bring Meowscarada for the Flower Trick. Like, if I can pin my opponent into Terastallizing early, then that'd be amazing. I'm actually not even sure my opponent goes for the Dondozo lead, but you can clearly see I don't have Haze or Clear Smog, so maybe my opponent just does. There's no Intimidate on this team as well, which makes it a little bit of an awkward matchup. Okay, I don't really know what else to do. I don't really know. So, well, we'll just have to see what my opponent goes with. I've gone with the team that I think could most deal with a team like this. You've also got to take into account that my opponent might go Sand, and so they might choose to go with the Lycanroc and Tyranitar lead. I don't think they will lead that because of Pelipper, but we'll see. They're going to go Dondozo and Sylveon. Part of me really just wants to go Terastallize and knock off into the Dondozo. Or close combat. I think Farigiraf is fine just to trick him. I don't think I need to fake out here, but I think he will expect me to fake out. Although if you expect me to fake out Sylveon, you might end up just switching straight into... You might end up just switching straight into Tatsugiri, right? And giving yourself the boost. But if I go for knockoff, then I can potentially remove leftovers. Okay, let's do this. My opponent is actually going to Terastallize first turn. This might be Flying-type Dondozo. It is Flying-type Dondozo, so it looks like they are going to go for the Terra Blast. I presume this is going to be going into the Hariyama. So we're Terastallizing as well, so if it's Hyper Voice plus Terra Blast, then we're fine. Because obviously we'll resist both hits. Hariyama will probably take around 40% from the two hits combined, to be honest, I'm not sure. My opponent may actually just go for Terra Blast on Sylveon as well. But with Pixelate, because that way they avoid the potential Wide Guard. So yeah, Hyper Voice shouldn't do too much. He actually crits, so that's a little bit annoying. Well, Hyper Voice did a lot of damage actually. Is that Specs? It might be Specs. Farigiraf is able to get the Chokron off. I think in this situation, I want to go after the Sylveon. I'm debating on whether or not I'll do more with a Bullet Punch plus Helping Hand or Bullet Punch plus Psychic. But if he is Specs, and I suppose if he is Specs, he just wants to hit Farigiraf again, right? So, I think Helping Hand will do more. I could see Dondozo maybe going for Protect. Oh no, it looks like he's going to go into Tatsugiri instead. That's really bad! That's really bad! Yep, okay, so we're going to miss this attack, unfortunately. It looks like it's going to be a Wave Crash. I mean, he will take a lot of recoil from this. I should have gone for a Psychic, really, just to make sure I was getting some damage off, but... I mean, Hariyama will take the Dondozo, sorry, will take a considerable amount of damage from the Wave Crash recoil. Because Hariyama does have a... oh, it actually does Protect. Oh, that's huge. That's actually really big. That's really, really helpful to me. Let's go for the... Do I want a Helping Hand Bullet Punch or do I want a Helping Hand Psychic? Sorry, do I want a Helping Hand Bullet Punch? Do I want to Bullet Punch Psychic? I think I go Helping Hand. And let's see how much damage we can get off onto this Dondozo. Bullet Punch. Need some big damage here, Hariyama. That does absolutely nothing. Wow. That did literally nothing. Whose advice was it just to hit Dondozo and knock it out? No. No, it takes too many hits. Okay. Well, we have Drednaw with Rock Slide. We can see if this will work. Again, I think I'm going to Helping Hand. But my opponent can go for super effective Earthquakes, and that is a huge problem. I think my opponent honestly will go for a protect here. There's not much else I can do. Yeah, this is an issue. Maybe we need some flinch axe. Looks like he's not going to protect this turn. Or will he? No. Oh, we missed the rock slide as well. Oh, no, that's on Tatsugiri. It's fine. Can we get a flinch? We need a flinch. Drednaw, we need a flinch. Yes, we got the flinch. Fantastic. So here I'm going to predict the earthquake. I'm going to switch it into Meowscarada. And I'm going to go for the Psychic. He should protect it. He should. It's the last turn of Trick Room. He should protect to want to stall out, and then the following turn Earthquake. So if I bring in Meowscarada this turn, Meowscarada I think will outspeed Dondozo on the next turn. We can go Helping Hand. I don't know if a knockoff will do it, but I'm gonna try. I'm gonna try. Twisted Dimensions return to normal. Let's go for the knockoff. Or do I go... Oh, I'm about to go Flower Trick. I'm going to go for the Helping Hand Flower Trick. I think that's got a much higher chance of doing it because it's able to ignore the defense boost. Even though it's resisted, I still think ignoring the defense boost will be better. Let's see how much damage we can do with Meowscarada here. We go for the Flower Trick. Whew! Okay, we dealt with it. Nice. Very nice. Down goes the Dondozo. Maybe that just hit advice was right. We did get lucky with that flinch though, but we had to play to our outs. So we know that my opponent does have that Sylveon in the back as well. Now, an Overgrow boosted Helping Hand Flower Trick will do a hell of a lot, and most Tatsugiri are Choice Scarfed. It's going to be the Dragonite, that's a problem. Although he can't go for E-Speed here, right? Like, he just cannot go for E-Speed, so... Do I want a Flower Trick? Do I want to go for a knockoff and break the potential multi-scale? I can also do Dazzling Gleam, but I don't think I'll get the Dazzling Gleam off. I also don't think I'm getting the Trick Room off. So, I'm going to go for the Helping Hand boosted knockoff. Like I say, there's every chance here Tatsugiri just clicks Icy Wind, to be honest. Oh, he actually goes Chilling Water. But that does reveal the Choice Scarf, though, because he was able to outspeed the Meowscarada, so that's cool. Good to know that he's going for Chilling Water. Although Drednaw doesn't like that at all. We can get massive damage off with the knockoff, and we remove the Choice Band in the process. We see Wing Attack come out from this Dragonite, and we're down to 1 HP. So next turn, it's likely that we're either going to see the Chilling Water or the Extreme Speed go into the Meowscarada. Drednaw switches in here. I'm going to go Rock Slide plus Protect. This is going to be pretty difficult for me to be able to come back from, but we'll try. We'll try. The Protect is super obvious, but I don't have a choice. He does go for the Extreme Speed, and we're likely going to see a Chilling Water go into Drednaw here. We are going to put a -1. It really sucks, but it shouldn't do much damage. It does a bit. But yeah, not too much. Really missing out on some kind of speed control here. Yeah, on the following turn, I think Tatsugiri just goes for the Chilling Water into Meowscarada. We don't have access to Sucker Punch, unfortunately, and Sylveon will probably be able to round this game out. Unfortunate, because we came pretty close. The Dondozo just did too much damage to me early on. Just did too much early on. I mean, maybe I can go Protect here with like Rock Slide and see if I can get a bit more chip off. Maybe I can get a flinch onto the Sylveon for some extra damage. Oh, we get the double Protect. Nice. He does go for the Chilling Water. It's a real shame we don't have Sucker Punch. I'd love to have Sucker Punch on Meowscarada here. Drednaw does get the Rock Slide off. It's not quite enough to take out the Tatsugiri. Yeah, imagine if we had Sucker Punch here. Actually, I don't think it would matter too much because Hyper Voice here just takes us out and then we're going to hit one opponent anyway. You know, we got very lucky in that game. We got the Rock Slide flinch, we got double Protect. I can't really complain too much. I can't complain at all, really. I just didn't have anything for the Dondozo. It just caused too much damage to me. Unfortunately, Chilling Water is 100% accurate. I actually think my opponent was best off going for Icy Wind earlier rather than going for Chilling Water. Like, having that speed control would have been much more useful for my opponent, I think. And they still would have broken my sash. They still would have moved to finish off Meowscarada. I don't know why they didn't. I have no idea why they didn't, but hey, that's that. I really don't know how you deal with Dondozo. Like, there is a team report. Obviously, the link will be in the description. But you kind of read the team report, and it's like the priority is to get rid of the Dondozo's item with knockoffs. Like, okay, well, we did that. You know, then you need to if it's flying Dondozo, you need to leverage Rock Slide. Well, we did that, but it was just. Okay, so it's going to be the Tatsugiri Pormo team. So really interesting. This team is remarkably similar to the team. Actually, is this the team that won? This might be the team that won Liverpool. Might be the team that won Liverpool. It's very similar to Chopper's team that won. That came second in San Diego. Actually, no, the team that won Liverpool had Murkrow, didn't it? But maybe this has just got Talonflame substituted for Murkrow, which is pretty interesting. We saw in the second game how well this team deals with Dondozo. Not very well at all. However, the team that won Liverpool was Dragon Dondozo, which, frankly, I have nothing to hit Dragon types with. Nothing. There's no fair. I mean, okay, we've got Dazzling Gleam, but I mean, we're not hitting it for that hard, are we? Realistically, I think I'm gonna go with the Trick Room Duo. Do I need to bring Meowscarada? I think I do need to bring Or maybe I need to. No, I'm not going to leave Meowscarada. There's a Talonflame there. Do I want to bring Rain? Not really, if I can help it. I think I'm going to bring Drednaw. I mean, it's a horrible matchup. Like, Dondozo, this team just does not like it, especially this Dragon-type one. Like, I genuinely have no idea how I'm going to beat it. I have not got a clue how I'm going to beat it. And actually, I wonder if the rest one, I wonder if the Dragon one actually is a rest set. It's going to be Pormo Meowscarada to lead as I go Hariyama for Rigoroth. The play here is to fake out Pormo, because that way I break the substitute. Although Meowscarada can hit Rigoroth with a knockoff or a U-turn. Yeah, I think we'll go for fake out. And we'll go for the Trick Room. Of course, we block Fake Out thanks to Armor Tail. That's exactly why Rigoroth is a thing. And we go for the Fake Out into Meowscarada. And actually, next time we outspeed it. So, do you know what? This isn't too bad, actually. This isn't too bad, because I think what we do here is go close combat into Pormo along with a Dazzling Gleam. That's going to hit both of my opponents for super effective damage. And we get a... And we can remove the Pormo from play, which is obviously massive, because if we remove the Pormo, then there's no more Revival Blessing. So, that's fantastic for me. Let's find out. I don't think a Dazzling Gleam would knock out Meowscarada, but the Pormo is the important thing to take out here, in my opinion. You do not want... do you know, I played a local recently, and my opponent bought a Leper Berry Pormo, and in Game 2 and Game 3, I won the tie, but in Game 2 and Game 3, my opponent got 2 Revival Blessings off. There's a helicopter going on outside, I don't know if you can hear that, but he got 2 Revival Blessings off, which meant that I basically played 4 versus 6, which is just ridiculous. He ends up going Flower Trick into Frogwrath, which we do take absolutely fine. Let's see what they bring in. Is it going to be the Tatsugiri? Is it going to be the Dondozo? Is it going to be neither? It's going to be the Dondozo. So I think here the play is just go... We'll go Knockoff into Dondozo to remove the item. And I'm going to click Dazzling Gleam, just in case he decides to stay in with Meowscarada. I didn't think he would, but just in case. At least we still get some damage off into the Dondozo with a... They probably protect here, actually. Tatsugiri hits the field. It's going to be an attack boosting one, which is the same one as I think that won Liverpool. My opponent actually just going to straight up Terrestrialize. What type is it going to be? Are we going to see flying or are we going to see dragon? And of course it's going to be flying. Of course it is. There it is. Flying Dondozo, which means they're probably going to go for a Tower Blast this turn. We're going to get a big knockoff off. as we get the Dazzling Gleam off. I'm not going to do too much. And he actually gets Wave Crash, so he's going to take some recoil, which is really nice for us. On the following turn, I would expect to see Protect, but obviously they're not going to be getting their recovery because we removed the item, which is great. And we can bring in Drednaw now. Now we haven't terrestrialized yet. And there's 2 turns of Trick Room left. So they're probably going to click Fake Out. Right? Sorry, they're probably going to click Attack. So we'll go for Knockoff. We'll go for a Rock Slide. And I basically want them to... I basically need to bait them to go for a Terra Blast into Hariyama next turn, just to buy myself another turn of damage. And on the following turn we can go for a Bullet Punch as well for more damage, so... In fact, I think this time we'll probably hit Bullet Punch anyway, but... Can we pull this one out the bag? So it seems like it's Protect, Order Up, Wave Crash, Terra Blast. We'll go for the Bullet Punch. I'm not expecting it to do a huge amount of damage, but we'll go for the Rock Slide here. I don't think a Wave Crash can knock out... I don't think a Wave Crash knocks out Drednaw. There is a little bit on the team cheat for it, but not the team cheat, on the team report. We get a bit of chip with Bullet Punch, not much damage at all though. Drednaw follows up with the Rock Slide. Of course it missed the Tatsugiri. This does still count as spread damage, by the way. Flinch would be huge. Flinch would be huge. Drednaw would be massive. No, he gets the Terra Blast off, but it's fine. That should be going straight into Hariyama, who of course will take that. Doesn't take it well, mind you, but we do take it. And the Twisted Dimension potential. So we're going to go for a Bullet Punch again. And... Do you know what? Do you target Drednaw? You probably do, right? So I'm going to Protect with Drednaw and protect the Wave Crash. Surely you don't go into Hariyama. Surely. After seeing how little damage Bullet Punch is doing, I just can't see it. Like, the Rock Slide is just doing so much more damage. You do indeed go into the Drednaw, which is great for me. Hariyama this time can go for Bullet Punch. I'm going to hope that Bullet Punch can take it out. We'll follow up with a Rock Slide. If it's just Tatsugiri on its own, this becomes a single target Rock Slide, which obviously do quite a bit more damage. Here comes the Bullet Punch. Ah, it's not enough! That really sucks. Wave Crash is going to go into Drednaw, and we don't live it. What did you think? Be aware that a +2 Wave Crash in the rain has a decent chance to one-hit KO Drednaw after the Light Bulb recoil, even after terrestrializing the grass. Yeah, I mean it's unlucky. It's possibly game over at this stage. But at least the Dondozo is gone. I mean, it's not game over yet. The opponent's Meowscarlet comes in. And we are fairly certain that it's choice banned. Which means I can take it. Actually, can we win this? Maybe we can win this. Let's Bullet Punch the Meowscarlet. I'm going to knock off the Tatsugiri to remove the Choice Scarf. That way Meowscarlet will outspeed it on the following turn. Oh, the opposing Meowscarlet goes for Sucker Punch. I didn't think about that. That's really bad. That's really bad. Which means we're probably going to have to take... Oh, he goes for the Icy Wind. It's a good play from my opponent. I mean, there's nothing I could have done, right? Like, my Hariyama's only got... Again, I feel like if this Meowscarlet had Sucker Punch over U-turn, I'd be in such a better situation. But it's game over now. Flower Check may have taken a knockout. But my opponent, of course, is going to go for that Sucker Punch again. That puts me in range of Icy Wind. It's another Dondozo game where we come close, but honestly, I think if we have Sucker Punch in this game, it's very likely we win. I just don't know what this team does against it. I just don't understand how you play it. And that's kind of my biggest criticism of it. I honestly, I'm quite surprised. I don't know what his run was. Has he got his run? Oh, he's got his tournament run. So you can actually see on the team report his run against Dondozo teams. So you can see how they how he performed, how he won against them. He actually beat all the Dondozo teams that he ran into. I mean I think that's insane. Of which there were 3. All 3 went to game 3s, but he won all 3 of them, which I think is really impressive. Given, I mean, I found it's really difficult to play, but obviously he has a way of doing it. So, I mean that's the thing, isn't it? When you've built a team, you know, and you've been practicing with it a lot, you know the ins and outs of it. You know how to play the matchups, and yeah, I just don't know how to play the Dondozo matchup. But that's that, guys. Give the team a shot. It's really fun. Super interesting to play. I had some really fun practice games as well beforehand. So I recommend you give it a shot. The link will be in the description as always. This is like your only real chance to be able to play it, because the season does end in a couple of days' time. So, yeah, give it a shot. Anyway, guys, I'll see you next time. Cheers.